President Biden is expected to visit California this week to assess where federal assistance is most needed for the recovery efforts.
Molly Reel is live in Elk Grove with details on that, as well as the new executive order that was signed by Governor Gavin Newsom. Molly, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. So far, we don't have a lot of details about Biden's trip, but here's what we do know. The White House says the president will travel to California's Central Coast on Thursday to take a look at some of the areas that have been devastated by this extreme weather. Now, it's still unclear where on the Central Coast the visit will take place, but in a statement, the White House says the president will meet with first responders as well as state and local officials. He's also expected to survey recovery efforts and assess what additional federal support is needed. And Governor Newsom has signed an executive order to further bolster the emergency response to severe winter storms and support impacted communities across the state. Now, this includes provisions that help ensure adequate staffing for the emergency response, support for residents by waiving fees to replace records such as marriage and birth certificates, and the flexibility to help healthcare facilities in impacted areas remain open. In the past week, the state has also secured a presidential major disaster declaration and presidential emergency declaration to assist response and recovery effort to the storms. Dina, you had mentioned it earlier, but you think about all the damage that's been done during these storms, not to mention the structural damage, which is devastating, but just the tedious little things like marriage certificates and birth certificates, having to replace those. There's just so much to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And, for all those folks, there's going to be a priority list, right? That might not be the top of the priority, but it's certainly something they're going to have to take care of eventually. So, all right, Molly, thank you so much for that live update.